This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of May 18th, 2022. I'm Alex Brown. New Jersey-based Do Good Foods says it will invest $100 million to build a facility near Fort Wayne International Airport and create 100 jobs over the next 2 years. The company, which takes unused foods from grocery stores and converts it into animal feed, says the facility will be operational by 2025. Business is booming for a West Lafayette mom and entrepreneur after she recently appeared on Shark Tank and earned a deal for her breast milk storage product. Nikki Ramsey is the CEO of Junobi, which produces a first-of-its-kind reusable breast milk bag made from silicone.
I wanted an option that was going to be reusable and then also something that was not going to be plastic, because we all know about the chemicals that can leach into our water and our food when we use plastic.
Ramsey says the product can tolerate high heat and can transition to other uses as the baby gets older. The city of Noblesville has announced plans for a 34-acre, $72 million mixed-use development near the Midland Trace Trail. The proposed project, which could begin construction later this year, includes 40,000 square feet of commercial and retail space, townhomes, and a variety of other amenities. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio. Israel-based Doral Renewables has signed an engineering, procurement, and construction agreement for the Mammoth Solar Project in northwest Indiana. Here's Gary Dick.
The company says the deal with Solve Energy in California represents the plan to build the solar farm's first phase. Officials broke ground on the $1.5 billion solar farm in Stark and Pulaski counties last October. The $475 million first phase, also known as Mammoth North, is expected to generate 400 megawatts of electricity, enough to power about 75,000 homes annually. The first phase is expected to be operational in mid-2023. A power purchase agreement with Ohio-based AEP Energy was inked just over a year ago. When complete, the entire Mammoth Solar project is expected to generate 1.3 gigawatts of power, or enough to power 175,000 homes in Indiana and Illinois. The project is billed as the largest solar farm in the country. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio.
The Bottle Works district on the Near East Side of downtown Indianapolis continues to draw new tenants, but this group does not include food and drink vendors. Hendricks Commercial Properties says staffing agency Insight Global will occupy about 14,000 square feet of space inside the new 5-story office building currently under construction. Also leasing space will be data analytics consulting firm Science and Magic. The two companies will join Indianapolis-based Lumina Foundation, which previously committed to anchor the office building. Meanwhile, entertainment venue Sandbox VR says it will move into space near the Garage Food Hall later this year. Profit dips for an Evansville company, and Vermilion County lands a federal brownfields grant. Here's Wes Mills with the Around Indiana report.
Evansville-based Shoe Carnival is reporting fiscal first quarter net income of nearly $27 million, down from $43 million during the same period last year. CEO Mark Warden says the company exceeded expectations despite the quarter's economic headwinds and global uncertainties. Shoe Carnival opened 2 new stores during the first quarter and says it plans to open 10 new stores this year with no store closures. Thrive West Central, the economic development organization for West Central Indiana, has been awarded a $400,000 community-wide brownfields assessment grant on behalf of the Vermilion County Redevelopment Commission. The grant from the U.S. EPA will help the county identify contaminated sites and brownfields. The county says the grant will allow it to expand the scale of its existing brownfield elimination program to cover the entire county. Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
IndyCar team owner Chip Ganassi is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.